Meteorologist Matthew East here on the Weather on the One's Forecast Center. This is the Friday edition of the Carolina weather video for this 24th day of July. A pretty active weather day again in portions of the region yesterday. Numerous thunderstorms popped up as expected, and some of those storms were severe. Even overnight, there's been a pretty good amount of showers and storms, say especially from just east of Charlotte through Montgomery and Randolph County, then up toward the Raleigh area and points eastward. And that zone of showers and storms is continuing to slide eastward today. Let's look back, though, to yesterday and last night. These are the storm reports compiled by the Storm Prediction Center, and a few wind and hail reports scattered around the Carolinas yesterday with some of those severe storms that did crop up. And here's the radar image from this morning at a little after 5 o'clock as I'm cutting this video. And again, notice that zone of thunderstorms and showers from just east of Charlotte up through Raleigh and then to the northeastern part of the state. Drier air punching into the northwestern part of the state, and that drier air is going to seep into the Triad and much of the Charlotte zone as today unfolds. There's the national perspective of the radar, and I want to direct your attention to the New England states. Really a foul weather morning up in parts of Massachusetts and Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, as that little area of low pressure that yesterday was off the Carolina coast, now today off the New England coast, really causing some pretty gusty winds and pockets of heavy rainfall. Really a foul weather morning up there in many spots. It has the look and feel of a weak tropical storm. So here's the overall upper air map for today. And this summer we have seen one after another of these troughs in the eastern part of the country. When you see that, that really keeps the heat in check. And another trough digging into the eastern part of the country. Meanwhile, a nice big ridge out west, nosing into the plain states. That's where the significant heat will be. You have to go out to the desert southwest and portions of the plains to hit triple-digit heat today. Meanwhile, you can see, again, the dip in temperatures in the eastern part of the country. For our highs today, I think most of us topping out in the upper 80s. Could be some low 90s in a couple spots. And you can notice here on the GFS, this is the model I'm showing you, that best opportunity this afternoon for showers and storms is really going to be, I think, along into the east of Interstate 95. For the Triad, even the city of Charlotte itself up into the mountains, looks like we should see a dry day today. And you'll notice it. Let me back up to today. You'll notice the much lower levels of humidity in those spots today as well. The Triad, Charlotte, mountains, that'll be a noticeably less humid day today. Tomorrow, still pretty low levels of humidity. For our Saturday, I think, again, the eastern part of the state will see the best chance of showers and storms. Now, tomorrow could be an isolated pop-up mountain thunderstorm. But Charlotte, the Triad, looks like a dry day. Highs tomorrow, lower 90s, looks like in most spots. Now Sunday, as that next cold front approaches from the west, there's Sunday. I'm going to mention again the chance for maybe a few isolated storms Sunday afternoon. It doesn't look like a big deal, but could be a couple of afternoon storms knocking around Sunday. Highs again toward the lower 90s in most spots. It looks like Sunday afternoon. But then things get much muggier again by Monday. Notice the big flow. There's your Bermuda high out in the Atlantic. And that's still going to really begin to bring in a lot of moisture in terms of humidity to the eastern and southeastern part of the country. So by Monday, looks like some scattered afternoon thunderstorms. Same deal on Tuesday. On Wednesday, some more scattered storms. A front approaches by Thursday and Friday, probably even enhancing further the chance of those showers and storms. So it looks like daily chances next work week for showers and storms. But again, right on through the end of the month, the heat really held in check. In fact, probably a lot of upper 80s for highs next week with the increased rain chances on a daily basis settling in once again. So still no sign at all of any extreme levels of heat right through the end of the month. We'll start taking a peek toward August here and see how things look. But of course, obviously, if you make it through August, you've pretty much gotten through the time for extreme heat here in the Carolinas. So one more month to go as it looks like we'll finish off July in not too bad fashion in terms of the heat. But it will be pretty humid next week. All right, that's it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Have a great weekend, and God bless.